I woke up today at like 9 a.m., so I'm feeling great. I'm feeling refreshed, and we've got a pistol round live between Big and GODSENT. There's no frilliness to get into this game. We're just diving right in.
I was going to say the minimap there underneath, we can kind of see the maps, but I don't think it's actually correct. It says Overpass, Inferno, and Train. That was actually the NIP Fnatic series.
This is not the Overpass I'm used to.
It is not. That series just went 2-0 in favor of Fnatic, but always a close game.
Cheeky boost. A lot of manpower to be devoted to finding a pick before they can get into the site. Oh, there it is. Hello.
That's a nice opening for Seiko, and you saw how many nades Big brought into this round. They've already used all of them. Only a flashbang remaining on Tizian, and there it is, paying hugely for Searson. He's now in a 1v1 versus Farlig, and Farlig's been so huge for GODSENT here. He's got a clutch, and there it is, a big pickoff, but man, everyone's so low. It's all down to Farlig to clutch this out.
That ain't happening.
Nah.
That was a sick little pop flash into Upper Dark. I really enjoyed that.
That was clutch.
Well done from Big, especially losing a player on the entrance as well. That's a nice play.
We haven't had a chance to watch a lot of Dust 2 in the North American side. It's been a lot of...
surprisingly, it's been a lot of Vertigo.
A lot of Vertigos, yeah. We saw here obviously, because we haven't had a chance to cast a lot of North American... or Dust 2 in North America, we see here the little play with the new swap on the double doors. I think on Blast we were using the old version. So this, I think, is the first tournament that we're actually going to be using the new version of Dust 2 with the double doors. Or with the B doors, rather. And you see that smoke there. It's a nice little piss around win from Big.
And you know, I think that double door swap, I mean, it's good that you mention it, Robin, because it's such a dramatic change with such a minor adjustment, right? Just simply flipping the doors.
It changes the meta a lot.
Yeah, and it changes exactly like the positioning of how the CT defenders want to approach this middle, not to mention the B, because you're so fully exposed now to the tunnels. But it also opens up opportunities now as well, because now you have a different line of sight as a CT player. But Madden, he's going to get taken out.
Oh, that's a big push to the Upper Dark. Rifle is held. Oh, but Tizian's got the flank, and there goes the final player. 2-0 for Big.
Yeah, one of the things that I pointed out as well with the swap of this map is that you kind of see the change of meta in the sense of before maybe you ran a little bit more 2-1-2. Nowadays, because of the swap of the doors, the mid person on the seat side can actually help out quite a bit on the seat on towards the B area there. So you kind of do 1-1-3 instead. A little bit more focus towards the A area, maybe catwalk and stuff. You're fast on the rotates to mid if they B splits. And what's obviously even more common now is that if you are aggressive towards the B tunnel at CT, if they come up B split, you just have to push in and take that map control.
Or you can turn around and fight.
You can turn around and fight, but that's usually, I always talk about it, usually they have a game plan coming into it. So if you do fight, then the mid guy fights as well, and the rotate comes in and fights through CT spawn. If that doesn't happen, then you tend to take B tunnel control, or try to rather.
For those tuning in, I mean, I guess for us as well, who haven't really been following the European side of things, this is a quarterfinal of the playoffs for the European group. That's a nice shot. That's a better one, right through the windshield.
A very slow anti-eco here. I feel like in North America we've seen a lot of fast plays, usually. Europe tends to be a little bit more slow,
well, you know,
a little bit more tactical.
North America, we really fall right back into that online style of gameplay. Just rush and trade and kill everything.
Really embrace
proper
it.
cowboy
lend
style.
itself to what works online. Not so much on LAN, but I mean, for these next few months, we're going to be looking good.
Oh my, he's burning alive. Zen, he easily backs off, or not so easily. He just
how did that
completely burns.
Yeah, he's trying to stay out of vision.
Poor bastard.
Ends up burning alive instead.
That's a rough way to go.
This is a good boost for Farlig, but he only has this USP, that flash. He's so blind. He's able to adjust, and he just misses the tracking there. Keto, easy pickings.
I admire that he stayed on that boost.
Yeah.
I admire that he just...
Oh.
Okay,
I thought, okay.
Yeah, that's to go with the 5-7, or the Deagle, whatever it was.
Like, dang, what kind of USP did Stiko get from spawn? Because...
He's got the golden gun.
Yeah.
3-0, and the guns come out. Farlig with the AWP. And 2 kills to his name. M4s to
Jason,
surround
did you say the guns have come out? Is that what you said, Jason? Hello?
Oh.
Does this thing work?
Is who we have here?
Who
Who's
is
calling in?
this?
This is a voice in my head.
Hello,
Is this
everyone.
Mr. Saranthus himself?
It is indeed.
Oh
Hello,
my
everybody.
God.
Hello,
Hello.
Biff Laren. Hello, Christine and Jason. Good afternoon.
What a pleasant surprise.
You sound a lot younger in voice like this. I didn't recognize you. I was just like, who's this sexy man joining us today on the couch?
There's something about some off time that'll do that to you. You know.
Oh, nice. You're all refreshed.
I feel good. It's good beach weather outside, so I figured I'd come inside and watch some Counter-Strike with you three if you'll let me.
Too much time in the sun is it's a dangerous thing. It's a dangerous thing.
Very dangerous. I wish I was sitting on the sofa. I mean, I guess I kind of am via TV, but it's not the same. We all know it.
Oh, I see you now. Yeah, I see you over there. Looking good, looking good.
Listen, mate, go get yourself an apple juice. It'll just be just like old times.
Yeah, man, just hanging out, just watching some Counter-Strike. Anyway, so this big clan, huh? They want to keep doing what they're doing. Is that the storyline we're going with?
Yeah. I mean, they've been winning. So let's keep it in that direction, I would imagine, is the game plan.
I mean, we talked about, obviously we haven't casted a lot of Europe this week for us, but we mentioned it on the desk here for North America, is that they beat FaZe twice, 2-0.
2-0.
And also for GODSENT, also had a good showing coming into these quarterfinals. So great group stage matches for both of these, or group stages rather.
Definitely. And GODSENT, you know, actually at DreamHack Masters, although they went 0-3 in their groups, they didn't actually win a single series. Each series was so close, and we were just talking about, man, GODSENT, they were able to convert some rounds. This would be a deadly team, and right now, in this round, it's not the optimal start for them, but that's a good answer from Zen.
That's a heroic cross with the bomb. Just throwing it that last couple feet with your final breath.
He did what he had to do there.
What a champ.
Just full send, Jason, I think is the term you're looking for.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days? It's a full send?
I guess, man. Full send. It's all about the culture. You know how it is out there. Anyway, so it does look like we do have another round in the bag here for the big clan. Berlin International Gaming, they'll call them. God, it is kind of strange to be on the same Discord with you guys.
Yeah, it does feel weird. I mean, I like it. Not as much as I would if you were here.
It's okay, man.
Yeah.
Y'all enjoying the amenities of California, or like, you know, what's the go-to for Uber Eats, DoorDash?
Yeah, well, I mean, you know how it rolls here at DTS. We got a nice selection of food each and every day. You know, we're getting some smoothies. That's been good stuff.
We have a chef in the back with a huge smoker that's been cooking up some delicious
custom
food
lunches.
for us. Yeah. Today it was homemade orange chicken with some jasmine rice, some zucchini
Okay, what was your
salad.
official review? Let's hear your review, Christine.
Out of 10, you know, I'm going to give it a 8. It was delicious.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was well done.
Nice. I don't think I've ever heard. Well, I mean, I've obviously heard of homemade orange chicken, but damn, you guys got me salivating over here.
Obviously heard of it.
Anyway, so this game of Counter-Strike, 4-0, as Jason Moses O'Toole said, and it does look like another T-sided round here for Big, who have all the weapons. GODSENT have not as much.
Trace, you going to take GODSENT to cause an upset here? You feeling frisky today?
No, I haven't lost my mind, Jason. But anyway.
Not enough time in the sun yet, huh? We'll wait.
No, I need to give me another couple more hours out there, and we'll have been baked my brain, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. I believe it. Farley is going to go down next.
And Zed, he gets punished through the smoke, spammed out. This A4, it's been recycled now to the third person. Stiko picks it up. He's unable to find anything. So this was a clean round for Big, but GODSENT only came into it with the one rifle. This is going to be the buy that GODSENT need to convert if they want to put some rounds on the board, as Jason takes a picture with Trace through the TV.
Look at the webcam and smile. There we go. That's beautiful. That's Instagram content.
Does that work for you, Jason?
Yeah, you did great.
Is it? Thanks, man. I really just sat up in my chair. Kind of forgot you guys could see me.
No, we saw that. We saw that. You were sitting comfortable over there.
You were lounging.
I was feeling
lounging,
really
I think they call it.
you know, it's fine. It's part of the work from home mentality. I would love to know the amount of hours people put in towards like gaming and actual work now that this whole global situation's happened. I would love to know like how that all shook down.
Oh, there is so much video gaming going on during work hours. It's unbelievable.
Especially now that Command & Conquer came out, right? Just
Yeah.
had our goes at it. Oh my
The
God!
remix.
So did Maiden takes now Keto, and that gives us a round where potentially GODSENT could turn it around. What do you think?
Taps, you see, Tapson's still alive. And Tapson is known as a headbanger. He's going to be able to crush these things.
It's a retake setup though, and they do still have long control Psycho. And he has a flash and a molly to his name. It's going to be a
Dang.
pretty quick retake with not a lot of nades, so this is all about the trade game. And big bomb down towards that catwalk area as well. Still control of the site. Nothing great for GODSENT.
Dude. Tizian is just being a real pain in the ass. Nice 6-0 start for Big.
Easy for Big Clan. That's what they say. Not a great day for Crystal, though. He's not enjoying himself so far, as the numbers would tell us.
I would say we didn't talk about predictions and stuff. We went straight into the game.
We did. We got in pretty quick.
Yeah, I do have Big winning this series. GODSENT have
Of
definitely
course you
played
do, Robin.
better.
Of course.
Yeah,
Of course
I know.
I do.
Of
Nothing,
course.
nothing like a prediction at 6-0. That really.
I mean, listen. Alright. If this was Jason, he would have asked me at round number 11 or something, and it would have been like 11 or 10-1 or something.
I just like keeping you on your toes, Robin. You've been skating by. Haven't had enough people.
No, and I was gonna say the reason why
you
I
guys throw each other under the bus.
That's my favorite.
no, we've been trying to do that. It hasn't really happened all too much.
Welcome,
in this.
welcome to the North American broadcast, Trace. We're trying to just destroy each other.
Nice, guys. Always North America, always trying to build itself up. You know
Yeah.
how it is.
No, but I have at least Big to win. I feel like they're playing some really good Counter-Strike at the moment. I feel like teamwork-wise as well, it's on point. GODSENT, like I said, also have picked up some steam. It's nice to see right before the player break. These are two of the teams, at least, that have had some success before. Unlike the G2s, unlike the Mouse Sports, that both went out in groups. I've been talking very highly about G2 this whole week. Best team in the world. They from the HCV ranking goes out in groups. Who would have thought?
That's a nice flashbang from Madden. Teeing Farlick up. This smoke, it's gonna bloom as taps and crosses. So he doesn't see anything, but this flash is gonna allow Madden to push through. But Tizian, he was ready for it.
Yo, this is it's looking like another speed run. We've had a lot of speed runs these past few days.
Of course, you would jinx it now.
I'm
Of
just
course.
there's no jinx coming in.
Jason.
Big is
Yeah.
way.
Son.
Big does not get jinxed.
I was just gonna say, I mean, this is still... I was gonna say, okay, for GODSENT, obviously you don't have her on the board. It's
Oh
gonna
my
be
God.
7-0,
Oh.
maybe even 6-1 here, as you're looking to win this eco. Low by Radrick.
How do you feel, Jason?
I may have jinxed that one.
Yeah.
I'm,
Nice, Jason.
I'm not gonna accept full responsibility.
Okay.
Maybe like 20% responsibility on that one.
Nice.
And this
as long
is
as
where
it's
you
not
turn
like
it around.
above 50 or below 50.
Right.
You're pretty good, I think.
Yeah,
I think
that's
it's like the benchmark that's been set.
that's the way you want to go with it. Well, that's spicy. Deagle's work for GODSENT. Swedish, of course.
Of course!
Swedish, but not really.
No, it's really not all that Swedish at all, actually, is it?
Guess you can count that the walk and the org itself.
I'm rounding up. There's two
This
Swedish
team is
people on the
very
lineup.
spread out, I feel like.
Yeah.
All across Europe.
Uh-oh. And they're back. Seiko with the first kill. Xanter's to trade. And long control for GODSENT.
And the jinx continues.
Nah. Searson gonna bring it right back.
Oh, Keto takes a lot of damage towards middle here, and yeah, Searson might be able to find an opening, but he's gonna have to push through a smoke, and that's exactly what he does. He's going for more. And this is gonna be an A pinch. Farlick's under a lot of pressure, but he handles it well. All of a sudden, Searson is the lone man towards long A. He's gonna cross with this op. 1 versus 3. Searson's been doing some crazy things for Big, so I am actually a believer in this conversion. He's got a full minute to work with, a Molotov. If he's able to throw it towards the standoff, it would be perfect, but it looks like he's not even aware.
Nah.
Dang it.
Yeah, he never even considered that as a possibility. Nice round from Farlick, even knowing the last player was legged already. He was the one who obviously inflicted the leg, so a nice little classic pistol whip there at the end.
And you are right as well. There could have actually been a big round. They had the little sandwich on the bomb site, had long control once that GODSENT player goes down, and then they're trying to pin from catwalk. Farlick just getting the first, I mean, it's good enough, but gets the second, then you know the danger's already gone from the catwalk area. Just long left. Good little hold from GODSENT. 2 rounds in a row now. But that was still a close one. Money's still not where GODSENT wants it to be.
Yes, indeed. That is the case, Robin. Of course, Searson, a promising player, I think. One of the guys that showed a lot of poise over there on the big side. This guy can hit shots, and we've seen it. But now will he hit him when he needs to? Because it does look like Big Clan want to split this B bomb site. They're not going to be alone.
Oh, dear.
Presence enough. Run through the window. It's Keto, and they have absolutely demolished what this defense is. Stico, the only one left, and eventually he does fall. All of that for absolutely no
Nothing.
control over the B bomb site. Nothing at all.
Trace, where in the world are you right now? You're not still in Germany.
No, man. I actually left there.
Nice.
Believe it or not.
Yeah, you eventually. You're there for quite a minute.
Yeah, I actually got to watch the COVID and my country implode at the same time. It's pretty nuts, really.
Nice.
But I'm in Alabama now. Kekona, all that.
Good old Alabama. Tell
Sweet
me,
home, they call it.
Tell me, Trace, what did you miss most
what's
about
up?
Alabama when you were in Germany? What was it about Alabama? You were just like, I have to get back to this Alabama tradition.
Well, y'all know little hot wings, right? But have you ever heard of Zaxby's?
Ever heard of what?
I actually have.
Zaxby's.
It's a chain.
Yes.
There's one actually
Yes.
in Texas, not too far away from my house.
And they, pretty southern thing right there, though, and they're pretty legit. So I'm just saying, Zach sauce, that's where it's at. Either way, when I thought about Alabama, all I could really think about, Jason, if you really want to know the deeper, darker side of me, was when we're going to get this Counter-Strike back on the road for the RMR. And look, lo and behold, here we have big up 7-2. Who would have thought?
Big ups to big being up.
Big ups. Maybe a big upset. Who knows?
Ooh, that's a nice find. Farlig is still wrecking house. That's a nice pick towards top mid. And this is going to be a contact play. Ooh, who is that in the bomb site? That would be Crystal. No armor, a deagle, and he's better use that utility perfectly.
Molotov down, he backs up, he's able to get the first and almost gets the second, does half damage to Tizian. At this point, they've got away for the smoke to bloom. 3 versus 3, and Tizian, he's on one. He spams Stico, barely sees his leg before the smoke blooms. And, okay, Tizian, he's going to continue on. Farlig, he's just got to save.
That's the danger of the new doors there as well towards the B bomb.
Yeah.
So you see the walling through the smoke. Obviously, you want to get the window for the CT as fast as possible. Another B split from Big. They've had good success with that so far. This half versus GODSENT. And not looking great. They strung 2 rounds together for GODSENT side, but now they've lost 2 in a row as well. Put some on an eco. Farley going to be able to save that op though at least. Look at the positives.
Yeah, what are they?
Yeah, what are the positives?
The op, like...
Let's hear the positives for a change. I'm tired of hearing all the
new
negatives.
up-and-comer,
always.
he's the latest addition to the GODSENT squad. Main opper, straight baller, Danish.
Straight baller.
Straight baller, yep,
they-
that one,
you
yep,
know,
yep, yep.
Those
There's a
words
lot
have
of,
never been used to describe a Danish person before.
Well, there's a lot of up-and-coming Danish talent. We've seen that as well. There's a lot of good Danish teams as well. Unlike 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
They were not that good.
Do you take any national pride or national umbrage at Denmark being better at Counter-Strike than Sweden?
I mean, it's shameful, if anything.
So yes would be the answer.
Could argue the same thing about Finland and Norway at the same time.
Norway's having a tough time.
Well, but hey, listen, I'm at least happy
Finland
that...
had a chance at it, man. They really did have a good shot at it. They had a good run.
Yeah.
I'm at least happy that we're keeping it in the Nordics. The region of Counter-Strike.
Well, let's not get
Kings
ahead of
the
ourselves
North.
here.
Well, listen, let's not talk about North America. We've seen a good chunk of that this
You are
week.
surrounded.
I am surrounded.
Really?
We're actually surrounded.
Yeah, careful what you say.
Farlig, I mean, he's already got the opening. He's in prime position. If Big don't flash him off this angle, this is easy pickings for Farlig. But Big, they're not that sloppy. They're actually so polished. So they certainly should have an answer for Farlig's angle here.
Oh,
And here it
there's
is.
timing shot.
Yeah, Yeah, and this is where I would like, this is good play from GODSENT. You know for a fact they have long now, so you have to take some more control. If you're just stuck on the bomb site, you're just going to get sandwiched.
Yeah, but you have to fight for this too. Look at all the utility they have.
No, Farley should stay here on catwalk. You know, it's a smoke off here as well. You just want to have catwalk control. This is exactly the right play.
He's
you
gonna
know
get
for a
Molotov
fact you're
everywhere
not
he
going to
goes
get
is
shot
the
by
issue.
back. Listen, Jason.
Look at that.
Yeah, well,
Look at
he
it.
had a smoke, but
Would
he
you
threw it
look
away.
at that?
He should have saved it. Instead now, I think he's going to go down. He just missed the one guy there.
What
Oh
the-
my!
Okay. It's all under control. Everybody calm down.
Xantares cleaning up house and oh,
All right, it's not under control. Everybody panic.
Oh, look at that. The positive.
Freak out,
Saving
everybody
that
lose it.
AWP from Farley gets the 2 kill to turn that around.
What's that saying? Even a blind squirrel can find a nut.
Wait. Yeah, man.
The sun
That's
shines
one.
on even a dog's ass once in a while. Broken clock is
Yeah.
right twice a
Every
day.
time you say
I've
something,
never heard that one.
It's a good one.
That's a good one.
And this, see, in that analogy, Robin is the dog's ass.
Okay.
woof woof.
Having a good time.
Nice.
Oh man, it's 12:40. North America just kicked off.
Just waking up over there.
This is
You know-
Europe.
Smell.
Yeah,
Well,
we-
it is Europe, but listen, this is the North American couch throw. So for the people tuning in,
True, true.
if you have not experienced,
just like the Counter-Strike, we're equally just as haggard in comparison.
it's been a long week. We have not had quick games over the North American side compared to Europe. It's been a lot of 2-0s here.
We actually casted I think it's like the 8th longest game of professional Counter-Strike that's been
Yeah,
played.
that's the 50-something round game.
Yeah, like 5 or 6 overtimes. I was just like, I'm not supposed to have to deal with that at a BTS. This is supposed to be chill.
You know what? It didn't
Yeah,
feel.
who designed this bullshit?
Who
We
wrote
were-
this script? What
we
an
were lucky
idiot.
it was first map at least. It was third. Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, Tapson with a nice kill with the PT-50. But ultimately, a trade is there, and we've got ourselves a 4v4. This bomb looks like it's going to get planted. Shouldn't be a big problem. And I say that there are no problems. They get the bomb down, and now they have to defend it. Zen trying to find a fight here, and Farley's going to ring out with one of his own on the AWP. A 2v2. Seek just melting away. It doesn't matter. His teammate, he's got his back all the way. It's Farley.
Oh,
I
that's
gotta
a
keep
bold
Tizian
play.
stopping the defuse. This shit's getting too close for me, Jason. I can't
Yeah,
handle it.
he's looking for the jump.
Double op retake.
Tizian better not jump again. Now he's locked in. He's got no nades. He's in some trouble. Stiko on the bomb. He's got the defuse, trying to bait out the shot. He's done. Ooh, what a play. Tizian's a god. Hayes. Oh, and Farlick's got to bail out.
What a legend.
Bugging out and going home.
Oh my god.
The movement on this man's Tizian.
That's our A retake setup from
Styling.
GODSENT as well, and big.
Yeah.
I love the fact that they stay aggressive. Not a lot of nades, as Jason pointed out, even in the 1-on-1. But even before that, they didn't have a lot. So staying aggressive, getting the trades.
Tizian has 16 kills. He's 16 and 6. He's having a good old time.
Big Tiz.
Did Farlick have a diffuse? He did. So this is a little bit of a misplay, I'd say. Usually you do have the op diffuse, but obviously with the long angle, maybe the op tends to stick there. But because of that, like the white peak there, that's what you want to be careful about. Again, another long push here from Big. At least setting the pace of saying, hey, we want to take long control fast. But instead, this is an actual A-split instead. It's a long fake towards
my
catwalk
lord.
instead.
Tabson is filthy. Gonna lead the way in. Entried with the P250 last round. This time it's an AK-47 to the dome. The plant's going down inside of the smoke. That is a great flash. What a cool little sequence from Maiden. Madden? What are we going to that one?
Let's go Maiden.
Maiden?
Not Madden. Let's keep it Maiden. Yeah, I don't want anyone to get confused with. You know,
Yeah? Is that
John
name is that
Madden
name too
or
holy for
Steve
you?
Madden. Well, Steve Madden. You know those shoes are pretty legit.
Shoes
I'm
are
thinking,
legit.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
We need to hold some, premise to that. Anyway,
Maiden it is. But not a maiden voyage by any means. He's shown his face a lot of time here in the GODSENT server.
It's a fast retake. So GODSENT been pretty good on the retakes. You kind of see the style as well. Been a lot of A retakes. And the setup kind of stays the same. Still there. Because Big hasn't really had much success of long, we kind of see this play now from GODSENT of just having Madden there himself. And it's a double boost in mid for a quick little peek. They don't really get any payoff, so then we see the rotates. But it's a B stack essentially. It's a 2-1-2. But with the change of the double of the doors in B, this is definitely a B-focused one, and they're reading the play pretty well here, considering this is where Big is looking to go. Bunch of nades.
Tech 9 meta coming in hot.
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed.
With the smoke on the doors, it's kind of looking like the pistol round again. We're going to have a smoke by the B doors. Some flashbangs in. They're changing their minds, maybe.
I hope they do, because there's 3 players at this bomb site.
Yeah.
They are going to get rickety wrecked.
Well, I still think it's a B play here. I think they want to go for catwalk a little bit. They have time left. They might just drop down here, though, for the B play still. Or maybe they've just had the read.
A lot of indecision from Big, but they do have a gap here. They have 2 flashbangs, so they're going to be able to push Farlig off this angle. Or Stiko, rather.
This is such a great read
Ooh,
by Big
good
here as
timing.
well. The focus on these rounds should obviously be getting the bomb down. Getting even kills is a bonus. But first things first, bomb down, and then you play the after plants. But here's Stiko with 2 nice kills, and bomb's still not down on the Big side. And now they're all out of nades.
It's okay. It's okay. Bomb plant is a winning factor. Oh, that's a great find. One
See you
more.
later.
One more. Get you some. Here they come, turning the corner. Oh, and he missed it just barely. They find Seiko, and now the last 2 players on catwalk. One is very low, and Searson's going to cross to the AWP. So this is a real big chance. There it is, but he misses.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
Even the
even-
potential for a double right there.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
Dang, so
my-
close for Searson. I mean, this was a good adjustment though from Big. You could see them, the process, thinking, trying to figure out exactly what bomb site to go. They chose the right answer. They made it into A. Were able to get the bomb down. But once again, GODSENT, this is kind of what they've been setting up for all half. Has been that retake. So they've certainly seen that one before.
Last round of the half. 9-5. Say if you're GODSENT here, 9-6 is good, considering the start you had. And because of the fact that you're managing hold off long, we talk about these A retakes and stuff. A lot of teams struggle with long in general. Some teams even have the mindset of if you lose long, you kind of lose the side, essentially. It's a nice little aggressive play from GODSENT. Trying to force some information play. We have the op actually, and Farley going in first. He doesn't see the peak, but then obviously the deagle comes in. Nice little 1 deag. Man advantage now, 5v4. Still a lot of nades on the Big side though, so there's still at least, I always talk about, especially on Dust 2, there's a lot of retake heavy on this map, so bomb is easy to get down. It's the after plant that's a little bit more difficult. Especially with the setup the GODSENT currently have.
Especially. Ooh. Okay. You were
Doesn't even seem
saying.
fair like that, right?
These Deagles online, man, they're something else. They're something else.
They're fun to watch. I'll
Yeah.
give it that.
Things. It's like watching Source games all over again.
Well, I said fun to watch, Jason. Like, come on.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Damn. Robin, you gonna take
We'll
that?
talk about that later.
Look at Jason, the instigator now needs someone else to fresh blood in the water. We're now going to see Maiden coming alive from the pit. Accidental self-flash there. Didn't really mean to do that, I'm sure, but it would have looked cool. Now Searson really tempting fate with AWP. Looks to peek long and hit at the same time.
That's all right, this is getting crazy. He needs that kill stat.
Oof.
Oh.
Just kidding. Maybe next time.
Well, that's an exciting half of Counter-Strike. It's going to be 9-6 when all is said and done. Trace, how long are you sticking around for? We got you for the whole game, the whole series. What are we working with here?
Hey, you know what? I'm around for a good time.
Perfect.
A long time.
Well,
you know?
we're gonna go to halftime, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
And we're back. Coming in hot. Stiko's taking a shot to the dome. Searson caught out in the open, and it's all GODSENT early on in this pistol round.
What are you doing over there, Trace?
Something fell, and I just heard, you know that Windows sound where it's like doo-doo-doo.
And so I don't know what's unplugged.
Yeah, there's
I don't know if you guys can hear me.
There's a lot of that going around these days, isn't there?
What, things just getting unplugged?
Just weird Windows sounds popping up out of nowhere.
Yeah, man. And
Shots
you do hate to hear
fired.
them.
If you guys don't know what Jason's talking about,
That's a reference.
that's a reference.
Topical.
You guys will figure it out. I'll give you a hint. Sweden.
Okay. Well, anyway, you guys can put that right back in the time window that you brought it in.
The time
And we're
window.
going to continue to focus on the game. Yes, that's right, Jason. This new contraption I've been working on in Alabama is too advanced. You wouldn't understand.
Yeah, time window seems very complex. Oh dear. What a
Flex this
pistol
hit
round.
towards the A site.
Yeah,
Oh, wait. Doesn't exist. Just made and killing mofos.
They trade pistols here. NA caster meter 67%. Yeah, I mean, usually game number 1 tends to be that way. It goes up to at least over 90 for game number 2. But it's a pistol round for GODSENT. Big won the their T-side pistol round as well, so equal footing at that at least. We'll see if GODSENT just as good as Big were on those anti-egos. Farley gets shot right away from that scout. It's a long play as well here from Big. 3 members towards that long area with an anti-flash or a pop flash. Gets to trade. Has a nice eagle shot there. Then Madden is there to help him out. Oh my god. 3-on-3, and we look at even on the UI here as well. We see the GODSENT members, 2 of them so low on HP.
Oh my dear
And
God.
he needed to get that kill. Now we have 3 members from GODSENT just... Oh my god, they're one shot even with the pistols. This is a very dangerous situation. They're leading towards B as well. And we obviously know that Santeris is there waiting for him with the Deagle. Close quarters. This is 3 shots, 3 kills for him.
Searson playing jump rope with bullets, with live ammunition. Oh, okay. Here we go. Deagle in hit.
Oh!
See ya. That would be a no-scope.
Through the
wall
box.
towards the texture.
Peace.
Adios, amigos. Very low. It's going to be
GODSENT, but they're not the only ones. Big Clan hurt too. Could this grenade find a successful landing? No. But it is going to be enough to get Big Clan out of dodge. They're going to hold on to an AK and a scout going into the next round. And Jason has a story prepared that he wants to tell everybody. Jason, go ahead.
It's not so much a story, Trace, but I did have a thought in my head. I was wondering if you could have one actor's one-liners in a movie into Counter-Strike, which would it be?
Oh, it's like a voice command?
No, it's like, you know, someone gets a kill and it just drops a one-liner. Like, would you go with Nicolas Cage in Con Air? Would you go for Will Smith in Independence Day? What are we working with here?
I don't know. Tom Sizemore and his several war movies have absolutely crushed it.
Okay,
you know,
well,
Black
that's
Hawk
that's a very Trace answer. It's a very stunner way to go with it.
But if we wanted like style points, yeah, I think, you know, we could go maybe some like Adam Sandler from The Waterboy, like really get in there and really get weird with it.
Yeah, that's not bad. That would be weird. But I mean, you know, a very southern-focused movie, so again, it's right up your alley.
Yes.
You know?
Speaking of right up your alley, Jason, that was the story that you're going to tell us about. Oh, see ya.
Welcome to
Searson
Earth.
eliminates Marlig.
See?
Earth. See, yeah, easy, man.
It would have worked.
Easy.
Picks up mid here as well. I'm not sure if GODSENT is actually aware. Now they are, but they had bomb down as well at the same time. This is a very quick one. And this is supposed to be the bonus round for GODSENT. They have a bunch of weapons saved, obviously, for Big. One of them being a scout. Did a lot of damage there early. No map control. I mean, still very much salvageable.
This has got to be one of the weirdest rounds I've seen on Dustin in a long
we
time.
basically swapped sides. The T's are CTs, the CTs are T's.
Hell yeah.
Oh, God. Xanter's never letting go of the trigger.
Wow, GODSENT let that round slip right out of their fingertips there. Big, I mean, good on them to capitalize. But GODSENT, they were on quite the streak there, quite the winning streak from first half being down 6-0.
Ever since the Jason Jinx.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's...
The Jason Jinx has such a good ring to it that I don't ever want it to go away. So we can try to apply that to other things, perhaps.
Long push here. It's a lost round from GODSENT previously. They're up for a long play. Good spawns at that.
Tizian still gets the HE grenade. We're seeing a lot of jumping, trying to Matrix Neo dodge these bullets, bobbing and weaving. But still, GODSENT members, they're
Dodge,
low.
duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
And dead is more like a Keto with the last 2 AK kills of the round. They made it look pretty convincing right there. Big, showing up in a big way.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, that was not your best work, but you know, again, you're in
It's
Alabama
definitely
right now.
not my worst, Jason.
It's
Definitely not my worst.
Listen, we're just waiting for that holy moly moment. Red beans and ravioli.
Well, we haven't gotten any of those yet.
No, not yet.
So
I'm sure we'll find one.
they're on the horizon. I can feel it. I can feel an OT creeping in right now.
Feel it in your plums.
Right down in the plums, Jason. How did you ever know? Anyway, no plums in sight, and there's no T's in any sight.
What a ridiculous
I'm
thing to say.
This whole minute has just been just fantastic, honestly.
Stunna has been fired. It's an early day for Stunna.
It's
One
what,
last ride, everyone.
19 rounds she got Stunna. That's a record, I think.
This is ideal, actually. Yeah.
And I was gonna say
I did see
focus.
where you guys went to go do a where you guys went to go. Well, yeah, it is a pistol round right over here for GODSENT. So not a whole lot expected, but I saw where you guys went to go do some sort of gag or something, and you went to call for a break the other day. And then
Oh.
Robin's calling for this break for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Well, you know, production doesn't really listen to Robin, which why they went the wrong way.
I've been here
No,
a
they're
few
trying to get
times now,
bucks.
and I feel like they've learned the lesson.
They're just
listen
like,
to
shut
Fifth.
up, that guy doesn't know what's happening.
Yeah, it is an eco round. No flashbangs, unfortunately, for GODSENT. This is just the folks are getting the bomb down. I would have wished at least just one flashbang by. The odds would have been a little bit higher. Get the 1 kill though, to get away with something. But that's not what you're looking for. You wanted the bomb down. Still a buy here from GODSENT side, but getting the bomb down would have netted Crystal a little bit more money for an op and some more nades. But he drops the op.
Nades,
He's gonna get
man.
half armor and a smoke. And no time has been called, I feel like, so far this game.
No, not yet. Everyone's just flying by the seat of their
Yeah,
pants.
we don't want any of that in Europe.
No.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, upper push. Here we go. Zanteres, of course, is going to double down. It's a classic esports play, but he's gotten what he needed, and he's backed off.
And Zanteres really needed to force the issue there and get that trade. Searson, he gets pushed off his angle. But Crystal, he's fully aware of it. And he's only down to that deagle, no armor. He invested fully for Farlig.
And this
Look at
is
him
such
go.
a good half so far from Big. We look at the money, they can afford to kind of take this gamble the first weapon round here, pushing into tunnel with a fast boost as well on the catwalk. So it's a nice little play early on for Big.
Oh,
Oh.
I got so
One
scared
little
for
shoulder.
Zanteres there. Holy.
One little shoulder is all that it takes for him to drop a smoke and run away.
He didn't even know how close he was. Well, 3 on 4, 45 seconds left on the clock. You've got a smoke and 3 flashbangs to play with. And I guess long A will be the answer. They're waiting for Farlig to get here as well, so a little bit more time is going to get chewed up, and then they better not make a single mistake.
Tizian does spot the members of GODSENT towards long A here. Oh, with no smoke, with just
They
the
have
one
one smoke,
smoke,
yeah.
rather.
You could drop the Molotov in the site and just straight up win the round. Oh, that's a beauty. Oh, that's a beautiful follow-up.
Yeah,
Easy pickings.
not having double smokes there, that cross is going to be difficult even with 3 flashbangs. And another solid round from Big. I actually really liked their early on aggression there. As I pointed out, they have a good lead in terms of economy, so they can afford to kind of make these small little gambles, these aggressive plays in the beginning, to double push into B tunnel, and on top of that, even a boost onto catwalk for a quick catwalk control. So they had a pretty nice setup there. And it's 13-8. Another long push here from GODSENT. They're out. Big is not fighting for this. This is where I would love for Big to kind of get some under map control. They have to take cat or mid. Otherwise, GODSENT, especially we see here as well on minimap, it's Madden that's out in mid or holding mid. This is where the push will happen. Once he's up in catwalk here, this is where you kind of have your window here if you're Big. This is nice play from Big here as well. You take catwalk control so you don't get sandwiched. This is still a good spot. You're in a 3-on-3. Send is low.
Oh, this is risky. I am amazed he made that push. Oh, they jumped over the bullets again. A lot of hops, skips, and jumps in this game so far. That's a bit crazy from Zanteres, but he's got Keto on catwalk to defend him. Flashbangs out. Xanteris has to try and turn this corner. Low HP on both. As soon as he gets that first kill, if he gets that first kill, it's all over.
Look at that right there. I do love it though. The peek off a catwalk kind of bait them out to try to fight the guy in between. Oh well, maybe another day, Jason. Maybe for another time.
Yeah, not today.
And you could see the idea for
today.
Tizian.
Not on Saturday.
He wanted to try to make it into the A site as fast as he could, but getting blind and
It's
then
Monday, isn't
losing
it?
track.
No. Yes, it is
Holy
Monday.
When did Monday happen?
Come on,
Where did
Jason.
Saturday and Sunday go? I'm
bizarre, isn't it?
I'm dead convinced we were in the middle of the weekend.
Well, it's because it went by so fast.
Wow, that's awkward.
You're a degenerate.
Yeah, well, you don't really need to know what day it is when you just you just sort of wake up and go in the studio.
Yeah.
Same time for
exactly.
us every day too.
Same time,
Yeah.
same place.
We don't even have to call ourselves an Uber. Shuttle's there
Yeah.
on time every day.
Uncrustables ready.
Wow.
Toasted and
DJ's whipping up
sweaty.
the Uncrustables.
Chef DJ. He's got him primed up in the freezer, ready to go.
Old DJ, Mr. Prius. At least y'all don't have him wearing Princess Peach stuff around the
No,
stomach.
They
just
do.
wait.
The dress is out there hanging in plain view.
Yeah, it's been waiting for him.
Yeah.
We just have to figure out what it takes for him to actually put it on again.
Well, Homeboy last time said, oh, yeah, like 10 retweets or something like that. So maybe...
He did turn to everyone on the desk and say, like, if this tweet gets, like, 100 retweets or 100 likes or
Maybe.
something like that, then I'll put the dress on. And it was like me, Henry, Trace, all, like, just turned to each other and it's like, that's an easy retweet.
Yeah.
That's an easy...
You really did screw yourself
Yeah.
there, DJ.
Could have
But
asked for
DJ's not
more.
with us. It's Heather. It's Sapphire. And so is the B hit, or at least it wants to be for the side of GODSENT. A lot of utility standing between them and the site, that is.
Oh,
Finally.
nice shot. The op's going to work.
Keto. Yeah, putting them on blast, I think is the word, Jacob.
Some would call it that, yes. Stico in lower dark, eating a nade. Down to 33 HP, down to 0. This has been rather convincing for the big side. This is their map pick. It should be that way.
It is
I
their
guess.
map pick. GODSENT ended up picking Overpass, and then we have Nuke for third if we get there. And you can kind of see as well at the bottom of the mini-map, it says the maps now. We've gotten updated, and also the picker there, you see big, the little logo. And it makes sense. There are 14 rounds, 2 more to go for map 1. And another low buy here from GODSENT.
They're buying whatever they can now, Robin. Trying to get back into it.
Well, they're buying like half, right? So they have a full buy for next, kind of going for the overtime, but kind of not. But I think it's important here for GODSENT. I think they've also noted that themselves as well of would rather play for overtime with a full buy, a lot of utility, than all these like sloppy low buys. Especially knowing as well that Big's economy is just so good right now. Double up setup, an AK on Xanteris, full sets of nades. Another retake setup here from Big. Nice shot though, nice entry
nice
on the bomb
shot.
side from Cycle.
This ain't the same Stico we used to know and love. He's hitting some bangers right now. Ooh, the transfer over. San chimes in with the Deagle. And an advantage for GODSENT in manpower, if not firepower.
No nades left though on the GODSENT side. This is all about aggression. This is all about taking the peaks, getting the trade game on. But they're a little bit too spread out. They had one guy by car and one guy by cat, and now both of them are just stuck on the bomb site. This is not going to bode well for GODSENT. Got the bomb down, but that's about it. Another round for Big.
Tizian. Probably just as surprised as we were to find that player at an elevator just crouched, sitting there waiting to get picked off. But another successful retake for Big.
Old Tizian. I think he's done enough. But again, I like what this big project has done. Yes, Jason. Something funny from the back of the classroom now. Please. Please tell and
Would you like
us.
to share with the class, please? No, I would not like to share. I will keep this note to
luckily I don't
myself.
have to eat any of those jelly beans you guys have.
Man,
I don't wanna do that.
it's wild. It's not good. It's actually horrendous.
It's not good, yeah.
I'm fearing for the end of the day.
We only have won the one series today too, so it's gonna come
Well,
fast.
And the European broadcast hasn't been doing it, so we just made them do it after their last series. We gave them 3, and they were all the good flavors. So we've actually just maximized the number of trash flavors that are available to us.
Lucky you, and not
Low-key
lucky
sabotaging
Farlig. But not low-key is big winning the map, making it look pretty easy there towards the end.
This felt inevitable from very early on in this game. Even if GODSENT did put up a decent enough fight to get to 9 rounds, this felt like Big was in full control at all times. Anyone else? Thoughts, concerns, questions, comments?
No, I have absolutely nothing to say to you,
All right.
Jason. I have nothing to say.
I concur.
Oh, hey, everyone.
I just love the fact that we kind of keep seeing Big with that trajectory upwards. You know, a good group stage. They ended up going for lower bracket, but obviously makes it through here. GODSENT with I don't think they lost a single one because obviously they would be the upper seed. Going down here 1-0 in maps. Can they come back for a third map? We'll see. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back.